Okay, we're gonna start the meeting today. Welcome all to the Transportation Committee meeting for December 7th. Um, all members are here except Member Wodchinsky, and she notified me she wasn't gonna be able to make it. So, first item is the approval of the November 2nd minutes. I would entertain a motion. Member Lehman, second. Member Friedrich, any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Opposed, motion carries. Next item is the payment of bills and appropriation transfer request forms. There were no transfers, but I did get a letter from the auditor saying she reviewed the bills and they were all certified to comply with adopted ordinances. So has everyone had an opportunity to look at the bills? I would entertain a motion to pay those. Member Klein, second Member Lehman. Any questions? I had one on page 8, and it was on oh, page 8 isn't right. It was the one on right away. I thought it was kind of different and unusual. Hang on 1 second.
On page 6.
Maybe it was 6. Hang on a second. Page 6. Yes, the Wilhelmy properties. Where is that?
So that's on Lexington East, and that's a project we're going to do next year where we're going to realign the curve
Okay.
there where we had quite a few accidents. And so this property owner was kind of taking the brunt of it, where we're going to do most of the realignment of the curve. So we're taking, I think it was a little over an acre of
Okay.
property from him to do that.
I know. I assume you keep up with land values. There were a few auctions in the area that again had some pretty good prices. So, okay.
Yep.
Any other questions? All right, all those in favor to pay the bills, say aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Any appearances by members this morning?
Chairman Solmer, no, we do not.
Great. All right. First item then, 5A1, request approval of Bridge Fund Resolution, Brand 2 Bridge on County Highway 32. And I would entertain a motion. Member Klein, second Member Thompson. All right, Jerry, you want to lead us on that?
Sure. Thank you. So this project was actually supposed to be completed in 2021. It got held up in an environmental issue with the monkey face mussel, and so we had to do a whole nother report as part of the design process and get clearance from the natural resources group out of Springfield, and they went out there a couple different times and did surveys, and didn't find any, luckily. So we were able. They just did one in October, so now we're able to proceed with going to construction for next year, and so so anyway. So I do have a few pictures of this project because I know some of you guys might have seen this a while back, but so this is on Stringtown Road, about a couple miles from east of Stanford, and so you can kind of see that it's a narrow structure. Um, it's got a curb on it, and then it's got guardrail right at the face of the curb. So right there it's only 28 foot wide. The new structure is going to be 32 foot wide total, and the guardrail will be on the outside of that. And then you can see all of the delaminations in the concrete there. And so it's currently a 5-span bridge. It's actually going to go to a 3-span bridge. And here's just some more pictures of the deficiencies that we're finding. We went out and patched this quite a bit over the last couple of years. So that picture there, you can see actually rebar in there. I think that's been patched since then, but that's what we're running into. There's kind of a side view of it. And so yeah, so this appropriates some money out of the bridge fund. The new bridge is going to be 160 foot long. The current bridge is 133 foot, and we're looking about 1.6 million on the estimated cost of this. So it'll probably take. That's why we're going to go to letting here at the end of the month, and so hopefully next month we'll bring it back for approval, and that way the contract can get started as soon as possible, because it's probably going to take 4 to 5 months to construct this.
Any questions? It looks like, as far as rerouting or detours, it won't be, it looks like you can go a mile north or a mile south either way. It won't be a major issue.
Yeah, I think the local traffic will probably do that, and then they can, some of the heavier loads and that can take 122 around if needed to get back to get a better way into town.
Right. And it won't affect it might affect school traffic a little bit again from people coming from the east, but they can go back, back south if they need to.
Right. I
Okay.
think that 400 North or 400 East Road will probably use the road to get down to our Shirley Road and then go, get over to Olympia.
Right, okay. Any questions? All right, ready to vote? All those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Next item is 5A2, request approval, highway fund resolution on the Meadows Road, County Highway 23. I would entertain a motion. Member Lehman, second. Member Thompson. All right, Jerry?
So this is a project that's held over from, actually the next two projects are held over from the Blooming Grove Wind Farm. That was completed in 2020. We just couldn't get all the projects done in 2021 with a lot of our other work that we had going on. So we had talked to the developer and said we were gonna have to split these projects. So this is, goes from Route 66 up to the Turkey Creek Bridge, which is just north of the Interstate 55 overpass. And then from that point at that bridge there, we're also doing another project next year, our big reconstruction project that we've already approved. That's going from there to Route 24, and that's going to be a full reconstruction, redoing the ditches, and so that'll be let here in January, and so the contractor can get started on that because that's going to be an all-year type of project for that one. So this is just resurfacing, mill and fill, and the estimated cost is $600,000. And so it's just, this road was just resurfaced in 2014, but thought that it'd be a good time to, since we had the money from the wind farm to do it kind of at the same time as we were planning on the north section.
Any questions? So are we gonna redo the deck going over 55 also?
No, none of the bridges. There's two county bridges, and then there's a bridge over the interstate. So the IDOT has jurisdiction of the one over the
All right.
interstate, and the other two are fairly new, so there's no structural work that needs to be done.
Okay. All right. Member Thompson?
I'm just curious, vehicle counts on that road? Is that pretty busy?
It is pretty busy. I think it's 1,100 vehicles per day, and then it may trail off a little bit, but I think going up to 24 is like 800 cars a day. So they're going to have to, either take PJ Color over to the Gridley Road or maybe use a ISU Farm Road.
That's needs done.
Yeah.
It's busy. It's narrow.
Member Frederick?
I'm just curious, the jurisdiction and or problems with some of these county roads where it's going over interstate. IDOT has control of that, but they're not maintaining it. The bridges are popping on the top bad. I mean, is there something that we can do formally to address this issue, or do you have that problem a lot? It's not your problem, but they're not doing their part.
Right. Yeah, I think all the structures over that have the county roads going over Interstate 74 are, all kind of built at the same time. They're all having the same issue. And I know 4 or 5 years ago, IDOT was looking into replacing like the bridge on the Gillum Road, for instance. They were looking at replacing that, but I don't know if where that fits in their priority schedule or where I haven't heard anything lately on it. I mean, a lot of times we do call them saying that this thing, that it needs patched, and then they go out there and patch it. But we try not to, because I don't want to be responsible for maintenance of it or for down the line saying it's our bridge or anything like that. So I don't know what can be done formally. I mean, I guess we could send a letter and see what would happen, but I guess we could contact IDOT and see where it's in their plans. But I think there's 3 county roads of those bridges that crossed over the interstate that need something done to them.
Just point of reference. I don't know that we can do anything, but.
Yeah, we could probably just find out, see if it's on their radar, and go from there.
Anybody else? Again, I would suspect, I don't know how much weight it would hold, but if this, if we got to a point where this committee decided or the county board wanted some kind of a letter or whatever, we could do that. But I think probably going internally first is probably the best method.
Sure.
Okay, any other questions? All right, ready to vote? All those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Next item is 5A3, request approval of highway fund resolution for the P.J. Keller Highway, County Highway 8. Someone want to make that motion? Member Thompson, second member Friedrich. All right, Jerry?
So this is the second project that we're gonna do, or well, second of 4 projects I guess we're gonna do that still related to the Blooming Grove Wind Farm. And this is going from the Meadows Road, County Highway 23 that we just talked about, and it's going west to 2025 east. And so this is just another resurfacing project. I think this was, one section was done like in the around like 2000, and the other section was done like 2004, 2005. And so, so this is a busy section, especially between Route 66 and Interstate 55. And in that section, we're actually going to put some paved shoulders in there, and to kind of just widen out the road a little bit. And there's a lot of people that actually walk out to the McDonald's and Casey's and that, so at least give them a little path off the road to be safe. And then then the rest of it will just be a mill and fill to 2025 East Road. And so so yeah, we're looking at this project as around $900,000 or so. So we're going to try to let both these projects at the same time in February.
Any questions? Okay, ready to vote? All those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion carries. All right, item 5A4 is request approval of a motor fuel tax resolution. That was in your packet. Let's see, first off, I guess, is there a motion or a request to go into closed session? Does anyone feel we need to do that? Member Klein? Okay, all right, second to that? Member Thompson, do you want me to read this whole thing? Okay. So it's, we're going to closed session pursuant to Section 2C1 of the Open Meetings Act, 5 LCS 120/2C1 to discuss the appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of specific employees, specific individuals who serve as independent contractors in a park, recreational, or educational setting, or specific volunteers of the public body or legal counsel for the public body, including hearing testimony on a complaint lodged against an employee, a specific individual who serves as an independent contractor in a park, recreational, or educational setting, or a volunteer of the public body, or against legal counsel for the public body to determine its validity. Again, we have a motion by Member Klein, and who seconded? Member Thompson, I believe. So, with that, we go into closed session. All right. I'll shut our little microphone.